Hey everybody, welcome back to Drew's Collector's Edge. It's about 100 degrees up here in northern New Jersey, so I figured I'd make a video about some grandpa knives. I was cleaning some knives from 2 videos ago that I received from auction. I had showed about half the knives that I received, and I was going to clean up a bunch and put them on a video, and then I ran across a knife that just brought me back memories to my grandfather. You know, it brought me right back to like 1975 when I was 10 years old. And I used to go in his house, and he'd be listening to a transistor radio, listening to the Yankee games, and he used his knife. He had the same knife for years, and it was a 2-blade pen knife, and he would cut fruit with it, and he would also clean the bowl of his pipe. You know, we'd be smoking a pipe with a 6-pack of beer while listening to the ball game on the transistor. And that's why I have these transistors here. They kind of remind me of him. And let me get to the knife that started this video. So here's a 2-blade pen knife. Nice surprise on this one is the tang stamp is a John Primble India Steel Works. And both blades are stamped India Steel Works, John Primble. And his knife was really similar to this. There were a lot of knives that looked like this, except that his didn't say Happy Holiday or Happy New Year or Merry Christmas. It was just plain. And so I did a little research on John Primble knives, and basically this is a brand that was owned by Belknap Hardware. And these knives were manufactured by a few companies: Cumulus, Utica, Schrade, Walden, and Boker. This is an old tang stamp, and what's nice about this is it dates from anywhere from 1890 to 1940. You know, so it's got like that 30s, 40 look to it, and it's been used and loved, and yeah, it was a great find. Got a little bit of a crack, but I expect that on all these old knives, you know. But blade still got some snap to it. Quite a bit of snap, obvious. And yeah, so this knife just brought me back to those days and watching him sitting at the table. You know, he'd be scraping the pipe bowl and dumping it out in the ashtray, and you know, and we just talk and talk and talk. So brought back a lot of memories, it did. And that led me down to thinking of some other knives that reminded, you know, maybe you know, your grandparent, your grandfather, or your father, or a relative, or a friend that you hung out with when you were a kid. And here we have an old Boker. Love the old shield. Sologen. And this was a 2-blade. That broke off in its life, but it still has a very functional single blade. And that single blade is etched tree brand, classic. And we have Boker Sols in Germany with the tree. Nothing on the other side. And it's that classic black design, just as like this is a classic color also. And you can, you know, let's say if knives could talk, right? Imagine what this thing went through. And what's nice about these little pen knives, they fit right in your coin pocket. And, you know, great history. Then in the group, there was a case, little case pen knife. Unfortunately, it's missing its largest blade, but the pen knife is still there. So I just wipe these down and clean them up a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy with them because I like the wear and tear on them. What's nice about this one is it has an easy open for the pen blade, so I'm going to look into this one a little bit more. Still has great bone on it though. Beautiful color. There we go. Get a close up of that. Unfortunately missing that large blade, but you know, I love it just the same. I have this one, cleaned this one up, and this one bit me in the finger pretty good. So this has got a lot of life left to it, sharp. And this is a Schrade Walden. Okay, this is a 4-blade Congress, used and loved. This is a 974. Schrade Walden, New York. Alright, let's open these up. See if it doesn't bite me again. You know, it's crazy. It bit me on the close. I didn't think this was going to close that hard. And this one right here got me. But it's what happens in our hobby. A lot of band-aids. So yeah, this is a great user. Like I said, used and loved. Still has a great handle on it. Now this, I believe, is Jig Delrin. So this would date this from 1960 to 1973. But I'll probably poke that with a hot pin somewhere just to make sure, but it feels like Delrin. And it's thin like Delrin. Schrade Walden. Great little knife. There's that snap. The next one, here we go. It's another Delrin knife. Another pen knife. This is a Saber from Japan. Don't know the age of this knife really at all. Have to do a little research on it. But it's got a decent amount of blade left. Obviously used and loved. Only problem was something happened over here and these were spread out. And you know what? It opens, it closes. I'm not going to screw around with it. Could make it worse. It's functional. It's got snap. It's perfect just the way it is. Okay, then in that pack that I want to auction, there was a second Frontier. This same knife that was in the video 2 videos ago, but this one was in worse shape. So I did a little bit of cleaning on it, but I don't like to over clean. And here we go. This one's got a lot more blade wear. Frontier tang. Open up this one here. Yeah, this one was definitely used and loved. I mean, I can imagine what this knife went through, how long it was in the pocket. Let me just see here, I want to check something out. There we go. A lot of nice wear on the handles, real smooth. And then this one here has 4134 Imperial USA. Okay, and we'll do one more. This is a Buck Creek. And this one I got to do a little bit more cleaning on. I'm going to try and work on the bolsters a little bit and work on the back here on the tension. And let's see here. Solid in Germany, a lot of use, but still a lot of blade left. Oil the joints. And each blade is stamped Buck Creek. seems like these smaller blades got more use than the larger ones did. There we go, Buck Creek again. Good snap, lines up real nice. Again, nice wear to it. Got to work on this pin a little bit, get this down a little, and I'll polish these bolsters up, and the blades are what they are. The history. Okay, so those are the rest of the knives, or most of the rest of the knives that were in that pack. But I just wanted to share with you, you know, some of the old grandpa, what I consider the old grandpa knives, and that this one reminded me of my grandfather from a long time back, and it just threw me into making this video. So I hope you appreciate it, you know, and you all have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. I'll see you on the next round. Take care.